Breaking news. The Kano State Chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Abdullahi Abbas, has called on security agencies to arrest Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, the former NNPP presidential candidate. The demand comes in response to Kwankwaso's recent allegations against the APC-led federal government, alleging it is attempting to create a new breed of Boko Haram terrorists in northern Nigeria. And Kwankwaso made these claims during a ceremony in Madobi, where he launched the construction of an 85-kilometer rural road project valued at 21 billion. And in reaction to this, Abbas has issued a statement condemning Kwankwaso's comments, saying no amount of threats from the former governor of Kano State could intimidate the federal government. Now, guys, they have urged the security agencies to detain Kwankwaso so he could identify those he alleges are working against Kano and recruiting Boko Haram insurgents. They've been calls to the security agencies to arrest Kwankwaso, and he must also reveal the identities of those he referred to as enemies of the state working for the federal government. The APC chairman have accused Kwankwaso of having a history of being a security threat to Kano and to the nation. Kwankwaso for long has been a threat to the nation and to Kano. In the view of his antecedents, he runs a movement in which he has been widely accused of recruiting youths, mostly school dropouts, just to unleash terror on the people of Kano State. And Abbas also noted that during the legal battles over the governorship election, Kwankwaso and his associates allegedly threatened judges of the Election Petition Tribunal, and also accused Kwankwaso of contributing to the recruitment of armed thugs stationed at the Emir's Palace involved in illicit activities and posing a threat to the residents in the state. And guys, it seems that Kwankwaso won't escape these arrest calls by the APC chairman of Kano State against him, as Kwankwaso made a strong statement regarding the APC government creating some new Boko Haram. And now the APC and the federal government had reacted to Kwankwaso's statement, noting how Kwankwaso would stoop himself so low to an extent of alleging that the government, the Nigerian government, Tinubu's administration, wants to create new breeds of terrorists in the country. And now they've been calls for his arrest over his unwarranted insensitive allegation against the ruling party in the country. And they've considered Kwankwaso's comments to be quite disappointing, because a person of his standing as a former governor of Kano State is ought to show high-grade discretion. Someone is up to, the people are looking up to this man. Now this person, the same person, is now capable of fueling tension in the state. This same person has resulted to, saying all manner of things that would cause harm to the state. Now, Kwankwaso, who would casually accuse the government of attempting to create a new breed of Boko Haram terrorists, has also inflicted unspeakable and despicable acts of terror that have destroyed the lives of innocent citizens and so many people in Kano State, according to the All Progressive Congress. So guys, what are your thoughts on this Kwankwaso's issue? The calls for Kwankwaso's arrest comes amid the lingering crisis in the state for long. Kano has been immersed in a long crisis following the reinstatement of Mohammed Sanusi as the 16th Emir of Kano, following the entrantment of the new Kano Emirate Council law and the disposition of Bayero. But then Rabiu Kwankwaso, who alleged that the federal government, Tinubu's administration, have seized this opportunity and they are planning to declare a state of emergency in Kano, whereby the APC government are taking sides in this Kano Emirate tussle. and noted how some enemies of the state are also advising the federal government on how to take over Kano through a state of emergency. Let's not forget, this is also similar to what Buba Galadima had warned President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of, where he warned him to stay clear of Kano's politics. I can remember vividly, Galadima had warned that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's involvement in Kano politics would put a crack on his administration and could even work his administration to an extent that it would destroy the president's presidency, that it would destroy President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's presidency. So he cautioned the president to be mindful of Kano politics and never to pick sides with any of these two emirs, that this problem has been a long time issue in Kano politics and they will surely deal with it themselves. But then the president and the presidency should stay clear of all these talks in Kano. But then the presidency had countered the claims by these guys, saying that there was no circumstances to warrant an emergency declaration in Kano, or because of what's going on in Kano. So there's no need for the FG to declare any state of emergency because there's nothing going on in Kano that would warrant a declaration of an emergency of state in Kano. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? Speaking on this very issue, they've been cause for the arrest of Kwankwaso. And I don't know how Kwankwaso would really get out of this because he has made a very huge statement. And now they've been urges for security agencies to detain Kwankwaso so that he can personally identify those people who he claims are working against Kanu and recruiting Boko Haram insurgents in the state. So it's up to the security agencies and Rabiu Kwankwaso to identify those who are actually, wanting to fight the state, who are really enemies of the state, who are plotting with the federal government to create more, terrorists in the state, as this is a very huge revelation, and such a disclosure shouldn't be left unattended. I mean, the security agencies should pick this up and investigate further into Rabiu Musa's Kwankwaso's claim. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.